Hi, I'm back again. I know what you guys are gonna be saying, like, Noctis, where have you been for like a few months now? Where did you even go? We've been waiting for this cute Momogen to appear. Where have you been? Where do you even? Why haven't you come back again? Okay. Look, just everyone relax for just one moment, okay? One moment. I've been busy, okay? But no, let's get a bit serious here. Only reason I've been away is because I've been, how do I really put it this way? It's more of me just gotten extremely tired and worn out, and basically it's been a lot of shit happening. So yeah, that's one way to really put it that way. Honestly, how do I really put it in a way that makes sense? Or I don't know. Words cannot really, I can't really compose words too well because, you know, my mind is not too perfect, really. Honestly, I've been going through a lot of pain, and it's not the pain physically, it's the pain mentally. And truly, it's becoming to a point where I'm just really going crazy. Or, well, not that crazy, but I don't know. Mainly I've been hit hard with like many things to do, like to deal with work and then deal with like other things that are just affecting me in such drastic ways that it's just, you can't even comprehend how much tons are being thrown into your shoulders. Because for me, it's like I'm like dependent for everyone. Well, not, I don't say be dependent, but you might get the idea. I don't know. But in all honesty, it's mostly mentality. My well-being is just not hanging on too great. It's basically one of those days where I just feel like shit is just hitting the fans, and then, well, how do I really say? It's mostly me just not really knowing what to do for my own self, because for my own well-being, it feels like it's collapsing a lot more drastically than I expected. It just feels like I've just been hit everywhere in any direction. I've been hit left, I've been hit right, I've been hit in so much directions that I can't even comprehend. It's really hard to explain everything, but it's just, well, I don't know. I wouldn't say that I'm depressed all the time. It's just, with so much things happening, I just can't really, I don't know. And yeah, I know I keep saying I don't know all the time because really and truly, I don't have words to say much. Like, I take long to even think of something. That's why I keep cutting all the long pauses in one of my videos, because, you know, I don't want to like bore you all the time with just all the long pauses and everything. So that's why I'm just doing everything I can to try to, you know, speak properly. With so much things hitting me hard, it really puts so much pressure on me that I feel like I could have exploded. I would have spontaneously exploded at like any time. But surprisingly, I did not explode much. So much things happening left and right, and I'm just sitting here watching as everything just burned down around me. And then we got the whole Maxwell saga, which really caused all sorts of havoc. But surprisingly, it stopped now, because I don't see him anywhere on the radar. And as of this day, his Roblox has been banned, his Twitter is also deleted, and I think his YouTube channel is also scrapped. I saw that he also had VR chat, but I don't think I ever seen him in there at all, or even bothered to use it. I don't even know. So at this point, he's basically completely off radar. And his Roblox group that he had been running is, I'm pretty sure it's no longer gonna be operating anymore. Hold on, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, the Furry Mafia, which is now being run by Hound, I'm pretty sure he's been stepping down, and his group has slowly faded away. Slowly but surely, but yeah. And recently he's been trying to do a Google doxing. Google doxing, what? I don't know. Basically try to attempt to doxing again with the with a huge page full of things, full of little, well, every info, which was a bunch of BS and everything. So yeah, it's not much. But enough with the whole Max talk, because I'm not here for that. I'm not here to talk about him again, because I'm done with it, and we're putting it aside, okay? We're talking about myself, and it's mostly myself, because I know I have problems. I have anger problems. I will admit. Yeah, I can be wrong at times, but sometimes I have justifiable reasons onto why I am angry and upset and everything. It's not very easy to handle anger, and really and truly I do need help to try to slow down this sort of anger, because I get angry too easily. Well, not too easily, but you get the idea. It's not so simple to just turn off anger. You can't, there is no on-off switch that just, you know, there's no on-off switch to just turn off anger. It's not easy. You cannot do it that way. And it's also not so easy to just bottle up all the anger, because keeping that kind of rage bottled up, it's not easy either. Because when you bottle it all up, it's just gonna get worse over time, and then it's just gonna continue expand inside until you just explode. Like you spontaneously explode. And then everything will be just nothing but chaos. This is why it's not easy for me to contain such anger. And it will never be easy for anyone. No one out there has an easy life where anger is gonna be controlled all the time. We all have flaws in our system, and there's nothing we can really do about it. Truth be told, I just really don't have the audacity to try to bottle up every anger, because holding back such anger, it's frustrating enough. And the fact that I have to hold up with such anger just to try to stay calm, it's really frustrating enough that I can't really, you know, I don't have a say in much things. And this is where something that I would like to even talk about in the first place. The fact that sometimes I don't have a say in much things. Sometimes I feel like my words mean nothing to anyone. And you know, just recently enough, I had to deal with somebody who just doesn't know when to leave me alone for just like one moment or even a day. Because I'm so dependent on everyone, and I just can't even have my own time for my own self. It happens many more times than I had to, you know, I had to deal with. Sometimes I just feel like the things I say just doesn't mean anything at all. It's like inanimate words that float through space and turn into space dust, lost in a void. Sometimes I feel like when I speak out my mind and heart, it just sinks down to the ocean, lost in the deep depths of water, into the deep darkness, never to be seen again. Most of the time I get angry because I have no say. I'm tired of having nothing to really say. I'm tired of being stepped on and sunk down like a Titanic. Honestly, I just feel shattered sometimes. And it's really not something you would expect to hear from me, but that's how I feel sometimes. I haven't been doing well in terms of my own well-being, and all in all, I just feel completely worn out. Even when the whole Max Wolf saga happened, and yeah, things just went downhill, and it honestly just pains me how I can still be standing. Like, I'm not saying that I want to be punished. No, that's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is, sometimes I just feel like I really don't have... How do I say? Sometimes I just feel like things should have ended up differently than what we have now. If things would have ended up differently back then, none of this would have happened. None of this would have happened at all. I really didn't want to fight with him and with everyone else, but I don't have any choices. I fight because I need to defend myself. And the only reason I can defend myself is because I do not want to end up looking like I'm some sort of criminal. I ain't a criminal. I don't want to be looked at like I'm a bad guy or anything. That's not what I am. And never will be. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. Noctis, you know this is the internet, right? Yes, I am aware of that. I know that this is the internet, and I know many people are gonna, try to destroy you and, try to make you feel bad. I know this well enough. I've been in the internet for like several years. This is nothing new to me. It's just hard to ignore, Like, I know I'm supposed to ignore, and it's better that way. It's just sometimes I just needed to, just do something. There's this one person I used to know as a serious enemy back then, when the NFR didn't expanded. There was just this one individual who sees me as the type of person who can be targeted. And knowing then, I know that he was trying to provoke and everything, and try to make me feel bad. And yeah, I do sometimes need to look at myself and say that I really should have just let go and just not continue, or try to even interact with them in the first place. I should have just kept my mouth shut and just ignore and just, push him off, and yeah. But if there's one thing that he had taught me, is that I need to learn to ignore the problem and not try to react. Because when you react, you're giving them the opportunity to try to, provoke you even further. And that's the problem with me. I have trouble trying to ignore the problem and just moved on to my own self. If only I could have just cut my mouth shut, or, try to move on from everything and, don't give in to the trolls. That would have been a lot more easier. But that was back then, okay? That was a long time ago, so... And so, yeah. If there's one thing I know I've learned a lot from him and with others. So, I guess it made me become a little more better than I was. What I'm trying to say here is, I should have just let him continue to do whatever he wants and let me do my own thing and just, you know, ignore it straightforward and just continue to do my own business and try to, you know, make myself be a little more better than what I am. Because first of all, yeah, I have anger issues. And yeah, I do have to ignore the problem. Because if you just feed on to the problem, then it's just gonna get worse, and then eventually you will end up being in here. Sure, not everything can be ignored, but, you know, just, I don't know. Like, there can be some exceptions where you have to address something, but if you're just gonna, you know, try to feed onto the trolls, then they're gonna continue to grab onto you and just provoke you in every ways. And that's what I should have done before. That's what I should have done. But no, I was arrogant enough that I had to feed it on. Well, that was back then. I've tried to become a little more better than I am. German Grenadier, if you're watching this, or Defense, whatever your name is, I don't know which you're gonna refer. There you have it. Anyways, about my mentality and what is going on behind the scenes. How should I really put it? I'm trying to, like, be okay. I'm just been trying to push out all the issues, and I don't know. I don't think I have the mental capacity to even explain. I'm just doing this video so that I can rant and unleash that bottled anger, or, you know. All I can really say is I'm getting tired of everything that is happening around me and how everyone is just getting all over me, and, well, I wouldn't say necessarily tired of everyone. I'm just, it's more of the problems that happen. Like, yeah, I know I cannot really avoid every problem, because that's not how it works. I'm just getting tired of the amount of problems that come in back to back. You know what I mean? Like, it happens occasionally, and it's really putting a lot of pressure on me. Other than that, I don't think I have much to really say, because, like I said, this is just a rant video, so, and there ain't not much I can really say. Anyways, regardless if everything just falls apart on me, I'm gonna still try to do my best to just be alright. I'd rather push forward than to just stay stuck within the past, because I'm not that kind of person who always wants to dwell in the past. Hopefully I can at least be a lot more better than I am. And yeah, I guess that's as much as I can really say now. I have an upcoming video that I'm going to be doing. It's one of my VOD streams, and also and another video that I had mentioned in the thing. What was it? I don't know. But anyways, regardless, I'm just gonna do what I like doing. Oh yeah, surprisingly, we have 144 subscribers. That's a surprise. I didn't expect to be reaching that much. Boy, it seems like you guys want to see this Mamajin around, huh? That's a surprise. Anyways, that's as much as I'm gonna say here. So thank you for those that sticked around, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, like I said, I'll try to be a little more better, because the way that I am is just not too great. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching and sticking around, and I'll see you guys whenever I can. Yeah. See y'all later.